Have you guys ever seen those dogs that take their owners out for a walk? I always think it's so nice that they can get their people the exercise that they need. All joking aside, I think that basic dog training is a fundamental part of owning a dog. Today I have with me Claptrap, who's been through 18 weeks of training with myself. And while it's called dog training, I honestly think that it's people training because they're teaching people how to effectively communicate with their dogs, which is what I'm going to pass on to you guys today. Yeah. The first thing we're going to go over is marking of behaviors, followed by making eye contact, requesting eye contact from your dog, and the third thing is going to be repetition. So before anything else, we need to know what marking of the behavior is. For example, if your dog does something that you like or you agree with, you're going to mark that behavior. And the ways that you can mark the behavior are by giving a treat. Claptrap, come on. Come on. This way. Yes. Down. Yes. You can give them a treat. You can use a clicking device, or you can do a verbal response, which is what I prefer because I don't want to carry treats and I don't want to carry a clicking device with me. I can use my voice anywhere I go. But treats at home are not a bad idea, or for your speech. So with the method that you're going to use, you need to deal with the timing of the mark. So when you ask your dog to sit, as soon as their butt hits the ground, you're going to mark that behavior. If you ask your dog to shake, as soon as their paw reaches your hand, you're going to mark the behavior. I'll give you a quick example. We'll have her shake. Claptrap, come. Come on. Come on. Sit. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Down. Yes. Stay right there. So once you've established the method that you're going to use, down. Yes. Once you've established the method that you're going to use for marking your behavior, and you've gotten used to doing the timing, you're going to move on to being really consistent with the way that you do this. So the same way that you have marked the behavior with your verbal, with my verbal, I'm going to use it consistently for the rest of the time that I have with the dog, because that's really important for them to get used to. Come on. Come on. Sit. Yes. Down. Yes. Stay right there. So now that we've talked about marking behavior, we're going to move on to eye contact. So eye contact is another fundamental concept of dog training, because eye contact lets you know that your dog is ready to get a command. Down. We're okay with laughing. So eye contact lets you know that the dog is ready for a command. A lot of people like to use different words and gestures and things to get eye contact from their dog. But I prefer to use the dog's name, because my expectation is when I call her anywhere, I want her to look to me to see what's going on. So lay down. Yes, good girl. Stay right there. Stay.
Yeah.
So if you're struggling to have to request eye contact from your dog, Claptrap's already going to be looking at me because we've worked a lot together. But typically, you can use a treat to lead your dog's nose and eyes to your nose and your eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her to me, lead her over to my eyes, and when I move the treat away, she's going to look away. I'm going to call her name to get eye contact back from her. She's going to look. Claptrap. Yes. Claptrap. Yes, good girl. Make sure you mark that behavior every time. So once you've gotten used to calling your dog's name, using your command to get eye contact from your dog, and marking that behavior, you're ready to move on to the next and the hardest part of training, which is going to be repetition. Lay down. Yes, good girl. Repetition is going to deal with the commands that you use and marking the behavior that you like. Come on. Down. Stay right there. Yes. So with the repetition, we want to make sure that we're not overtraining our dog and trying to teach them something new that they don't understand yet. Nope. Come on. Down. Down. Yes. So we want to make sure that we're not teaching them something new that they don't understand for about 20 to 30 minutes. The big deal is make sure you take breaks. Make sure you do training in short bursts, so 5 to 8 minutes at a time. And the more things you know, the easier it is to mix it up. Claptrap, come here. Come on. Sit. Down. Yes, good girl. One of the things you don't want to get into with repetition is making it boring and stale and just going through the same thing over and over again. Because where you don't want to be in training is where your dog goes, you ask your dog to sit and your dog goes, oh yeah, cool, I've heard that one. So they sit and they shake and they roll over and they high five and they backflip and they go, where's my treat? But you didn't ask for all that. You asked for just sit. So make sure you don't get in that realm of training either. But, you know, since we've joked about repetition and we've tied it all in together to the other methods of training, again, I think it's super important to have patience with your dog, but more importantly, deal with the basic training, you know, of the dog ownership. Because through this basic training, it's not only going to help your dog be obedient, but it's going to help you and your dog build a better bond and trust. And through that communication that you guys are building together, it's going to be such a great reward. And I really hope that, you know, through my time today talking to you guys, that it inspires you guys to go out and seek basic level training with your dogs if you haven't already done it, because it's so much fun.
I love you.
Come on. Come on. Come on. And the last thing I want to do is show you a couple tricks that Claptrap and I have learned together. So 1 second. All right, Claptrap. Come here. Come on. Sit. Yes. Yes, good girl. Down. Yes. Over. Yes, good girl. Come here. Come on. Come on. You gotta go this way. Sit. Yes. Pray. Good girl. All right. Last one. You're gonna give me a hug. Come on. Good girl. All right, gotcha. Sit. Yes. Speak. Down. Speak. 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 No. All right, that's enough. I think she's about had it. So if you guys will turn around, look at the camera, wave. All right. Thank you.